Let's take a look at what's going on in the world now. We begin over in the ancient Roman city of Pompeii, where archaeologists discovered one of the best preserved human remains in a tomb at the necropolis of Porta Sarno. The discovery of Marcus Venerius Secundio is said to be unusual, as deceased adults during Roman times were usually cremated. The partially mummified remains include hair and bones of the former slave, who rose to the social ranks according to historic records. Records show that Secundio was a slave and a custodian of the ancient Pompeii's Temple of Venus before being freed. He then joined the ranks of Augustales, a college of priests who were in charge of emperor worship. Experts say that his burial in a tomb proves he succeeded in achieving a good social and economic position. The latest excavation in the Porta Sarno necropolis area is a joint project between Pompeii Archaeological Park and the European University of Valencia, where many new discoveries have been unearthed in recent years. Over in France, firefighters fight to contain a wildfire in the coastal town of Saint-Tropez on Tuesday, as thousands have been forced to evacuate the area. Authorities say around 900 firefighters and planes carrying water were trying to tackle the fire, but had failed to get it under control nearly a day after it began at a highway service area. French President Emmanuel Macron thanked the firefighters for their efforts in helping the area avoid a worse fate.
3,500 hectares burnt, which is of course a terrible statistic in terms of biodiversity and in terms of our natural heritage. I'd like to say here, thanks to this mobilization, the worst has been avoided.
While no lives were lost in the area, local authorities say around 100 homes were destroyed. And finally, over in Russia, a Moscow court has imposed more fines against Google for violating the country's rules on banned content. So far, 5 fines have been handed down to the American tech giants, amounting to a total of over $190,000. In May, the nation's communications regulator demanded that Google delete what it said was banned content on its YouTube channel. The regulators demanded that YouTube remove about 5,000 prohibited videos, of which it said some 3,500 incited extremism. The court last month also fined Facebook, Twitter, and Telegram for failing to delete content that Moscow deems illegal. The latest fines also come less than a month after the court fined Google $40,000 for its refusal to localize the personal data of its users in Russia. 이승재, 아리랑 뉴스.